Today, what we're going to look at is the Power BI integration with the CAD Corp technology. There are two vital components that allow you to do this. The first is the CAD Corp SIS WebMap for Power BI Custom Visual, and the second is an embedded map using either CAD Corp SIS WebMap or the WebMap Express application. There are loads and loads of different ways of adding data sets, and you can use existing data sets that are already present in your Power BI workspace as well. But in this example, what we're going to do is we're going to add in a CSV file. So I'm going to locate to a folder and I'm going to select the CSV file in question. So it's really important that the data that you are using has a coordinate within it. So in this example, we're using OSGB, so we've got Eastern and Northerns. And what is also important is that it matches the embedded map coordinate reference system that you're using as well. So you've got the option of using lat long as well if you want, but your coordinates will need to match the existing coordinate reference system that's within your embedded map. So what I'm going to do once I've got my data is I'm going to say I want to load it in, and it takes a second and it simply adds that data to the map as well. Okay. What we then want to do is we want to add our visual. So I'm going to click and I'm going to say that we want to import from file. It asks us, do we know what we're doing, which we do. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the visual in question. In this example, we're using the full visual application, but what you will also find is that we've got an evaluation one as well that holds something like 100 records that just allows you to evaluate the software. So we're going to select our Power BI visual and I'm going to click open. And what you'll see is that it exists in the visualization toolbar to the right, and that allows us to simply click on it, and straight away what we can do is we can see we've got the visual in our map, and what it's asking from the fields is that it needs an eastern and a northern or a longitude and latitude to be able to map where the data is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say that we've got our origin X and our origin Y. And then the way that it works is that we need to point our visual at the embedded map that exists. So this will exist within the WebMap or WebMap Express application. And if I go into our format, what we can do is we can drop down the map settings and we can add our service URL. So in this example, we're going to add in a localhost service URL, which is our webmap 9 underscore embedded maps, and the map name is map underscore power BI. And what you'll see once it manages to connect to that service, you'll see the points appear with the base mapping as well. Now, obviously, in the real world environment, you're not going to use localhost, so this will be decided, the service URL will be decided by the root folder of the WebMap or WebMap Express installation. So, like I say, in this example, we're using localhost, which is why we've got that set up. What we can also do within here is we can change the marker color. So I might change these to blue if we want. We can decide to add functionality, so you might want to add a layer switcher so you can turn the base mapping on and off, or if you had layers that exist underneath, you could turn them on and off as you see fit, and we'll look at that in a second. And then what we can also do is we can change the title of the map, we can change the background, we can change the border, and simple things like that as well. What we might also want to do, just to show that it's all working and it all links in with all the pie charts and bar charts and cards that you're going to want to add in as well. If we simply add a table into here, and as part of our table, we're going to say that we want to add the address values. What I can do is if we click on our table, you'll see that the system will go away and it will link to the point in question. So it displays that point on the map. The map navigates accordingly to the appropriate location we've got set up. And in this example, we had our zoom stack for our overall mapping, but then as we've got closer, we've added our master map data in there as well. So as you can see, it's really easy to integrate the CAD Corp technology into the Power BI application using the CAD Corp custom visual that we've got available to you as either a full component or the evaluation one that you might have as well.